的钱要找人数，把对他的爱路程波形混成保证书。Superstar，你要学会慢慢结束，不是 rapper too lame，还没学会掌握节奏，这会招人嫉妒，他们都想掌握角斗。我只把时间留给你，嘛并非非比，比心里我排第几，你排第一，甜言蜜语也爱你发脾气，忽略了地理，想象你在我房间，躺在我旁边，看着我你迷人的双眼。
That's how you made this too? Got into you.
I'm a big step out trip when I walk. I'm bringing pressure, they run when I walk. I kick the out the G, told her walk. Yeah, I jump on these beats and I walk. Slide, keep on sliding, walk. Object, keep on walk. Spin round, walk. Step down, walk. Came with exhaust. You switch out on me, must be lost. KTB cold at the boss. Kitty paint, maybe it gloss. In here she getting, but guess on my neck look like frost. I'm busting checks in the office. I play defense in office. Run up, you get stuck on, I'm a demon. Ran down with my, no such thing as being too cautious. I took all my losses to the chin and then I charged it. Fresh out of...
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports.
And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the New York Liberty.
In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride.
Out of bounds, Liberty ball as New York keeps possession. Loud outside, pass to Jones, clock at 4.
And here in the early stages of the regular season, do you think the pecking order is set, or can things still flip around?
Well, I think usually the teams that are winning now will continue to win games. Yeah, that's some very in-depth analysis. And the teams that lose will continue to lose. But a lot of things can happen in terms of maybe transactions going forward.
Yeah, you got trades, development, injuries. They're all a part of it. And then you got to get through the regular season in one piece. And that is a big part of the challenge.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3.
Give it up for her inside. Great rebound, and she had to fight for it.
Cloud with it, and Clark picks her up defensively. Outside, Stewart fires from deep, gets it to go from downtown.
There they go, finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Here's Clark, and the layup's good off the glass.
The height difference there was huge, but she canceled it out with great body control in the air.
That body control right there is essential. If you're giving up a bunch of height on flat ground, then you better be good in the air.
And be able to adjust in the air, too.
Now here's Jones. Good, and Breanna Stewart gets the assist.
Not at all, a volume shooter. But remember, Jones has been in the top 3 of three-point shooting percentage a couple of times. So when she shoots, she makes her attempts count.
Here's Clark. Beyond the arc. And Jones pulls it down. Here's Cloud. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Tough to guard a team when they can space it out like this, am I right?
Now here's Clark. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, Cunningham is such an impressive distributor, and passes like these are why her teammates love playing with her.
Ionescu outside. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
New York leading. Here's Jones. 18 feet away, and she knocks it down.
Taking what she gets on offense, like seeing Jones make use of the mid-range in this possession.
Here's Mitchell. Great D that time from Natasha Cloud.
And that's a foul called on Aaliyah Boston.
That's her first foul. The Liberty making a switch here.
Substitution for your Liberty. Number 7, Maureen Johannes.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pass to Jones. And she banks in the layup.
Well done to finish that one off.
Here's Clark. He has 5. From the arc. Again, the miss by the Fever. The 3 ball drops in the tray.
They built a big lead very early.
Boy, right from the tip, there isn't anything they haven't done well.
It has been a textbook dominant performance.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
And more Blazers Ionescu.
Here's Clark. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Cunningham. Defended by Stewart. To end the run. The second chance effort. Stewart grabs the miss.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Here's Johannes.
Back to Stewart. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And again, it's New York with a 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Good.
Hard to get that shot off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for her, especially down low in the post.
That's a big challenge she's taken on. Going in there with the bigs, great job.
Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy buckets.
Pass to Boston. And here's Clark. Back to Boston. Shoots over Jones. Boston, good.
How about the agility from Boston? Fantastic slash off the pick.
Ionescu outside. For 3. Rebounded by the Fever.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Mitchell. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
And that's pretty much an unguardable move from Mitchell. So skilled and composed with the ball in her hands.
Outside Stewart. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. And when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Clark outside. Again, the miss by the Fever.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. Kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
Stewart, she's covered by Clark. Pass to Misaman. And a great assist by Breanna Stewart as that one goes in.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They're getting great looks, and they're capitalizing. You know, they have to be pleased with this start offensively.
Shot's good by Clark.
Yeah, she certainly is not the one to blame for them being in the hole today. She's been right on the money.
Now here's Ionescu. And there's the foul. It'll go on Clark. That's her first foul.
Tried to step in and cut her off, but not quick enough.
Yeah, just one step late to get there and didn't establish position.
Just a tough play for that defender.
Fever on D, trailing by 10. Back to Misaman. Just 5 to shoot. Johannes. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
And the shot goes down.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Here's Johannes. For 3. The rebound by Dantas. Here's Clark. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
You know, they've been extremely efficient and effective getting the ball inside.
Totally. I mean, we're seeing some real shortcomings from this defense. They've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Liberty out in front, up 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
The ball movement from them in the first half, absolutely terrific.
Very timely passing from them, and that's fun to watch.
Here's Sims. Pass to Hole. Sims. And Jones pulls it down.
Not a big margin for them in terms of rebounding, but it's enough to get the job done.
Just one more advantage in the stat column, but it's translated to this lead.
And the call will be against Mitchell. That is her first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Talbot, Cole defending. Misaman outside. Pass to Burke. 4 on the shot clock. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Hole. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game.
A textbook feed to Hall, who was all set up, ready to shoot.
Here's Johannes. 7-point differential. She had to fade back on that one, but still got it to go.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she trains those, so I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Here's Talbot. Hole defending. Talbot, no good. We're now around a minute and a half into the second quarter. Back to Sims. Mitchell. And the Fever hit again from deep.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Timeout called the Liberty. The Fever making a switch here. And the Liberty with possession here. Talbot, Cole defending. Now Johannes. Clock at 6. Shoots over Clark. Shot's good by Johannes. 2 points. The Fever trailing. Pass to Dantas. Clark. And it's Dantas with the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Substitution for your Liberty, number 20, Breanna.
Now here's Cloud. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Back to Ionescu. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Clark, right side. Outside for Sims. Clark from past the arc. And another 3 for Indiana.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
3-pointer Breanna Ionescu. The rebound by Dantas.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
It's stolen by Natasha Cloud. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jones. And again, it's the Liberty missing. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Clark, covered by Ionescu. Pass to Dantas. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's New York now. 3-pointer Breanna Ionescu. And Clark pulls it down.
She's trying to shoot her way out of it. They have the lead. She might help by being a little bit more selective tonight.
And so it's New York with it. To the right side. Pass to Ionescu. And the foul called on Petty. That's her first foul.
And the defender didn't get squared up with her feet set.
Yeah, those can be tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Liberty making a switch here.
Breanna, Stewart.
Misaman outside. Ionescu. Here's Stewart. The kick out to Ionescu. Cans it from downtown.
A lethal sniper from outside the arc. The D has to rush Ionescu and run her off that three-point line.
Pass to Hole. The 3. New York with the rebound. And here's Cloud. 3-pointer Breanna Ionescu. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
She's on a good pace from three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second, with more to come, hopefully.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
All right,
So it's Indiana now. 8-point game. Mitchell outside.
Pass to Cunningham.
There's the three. Talbot pulls it in. Cloud outside. Here's Talbot to the inside. Here's Stewart. Again, the Liberty good for two.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Yeah, their lead is increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is playing out.
Now here's Clark. 19 points in the game. Powers. Indiana again missing.
And more than just a role player, Ariel Powers has turned herself into a force in this league.
Helping Washington win a championship back in 2019. It was really her first breakout season where she put it all together. And she hasn't looked back since.
You just love the mindset of Powers, ready to attack, going right at the hoop.
Pass to Stewart. Talbot. Back to Stewart.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Nisaman with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and they pick up 2.
It's nice to see elite scorers like Stewart create for others, because despite her skill set, she understands it's a team game.
The three from Kelsey Mitchell. New York with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Three-pointer Breanna controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, to me, it's clear that the difference in this quarter has been their dominance on the offensive boards.
Plenty of second chance points, not resting on their lead. They're staying active.
Now here's Clark. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, not just a perimeter threat, Cunningham is also dangerous on the interior.
Cloud outside. Not gonna go that time.
Good work defensively by Sophie Cunningham.
And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets the 3-second call.
Substitution.
And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. Aerial Powers on the wing. Mitchell, she's covered by Cloud. Mitchell outside. Clark outside. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Tries again.
And Boston lays it in.
This is what Boston brings to your team. So much confidence in securing the offensive board.
Ionescu outside. From deep.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Clark with it. Gets it off. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Liberty up by 8. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And the third quarter about to get underway here. It's been quite the game for Clark.
She is seeing the court so well tonight. She made some phenomenal passes in that first half.
Yeah, and they say that she's not the best playmaker, but hey, you could have fooled me with the way she's performing right now.
Indiana trailing. Pass to Petty. Let's go with a three. Knocks down the three ball.
And Petty reads defenses so well. She's skilled at understanding when to rise and fire.
Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Three-pointer Natasha Cloud drills the three-pointer.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. And the Fever making a change here. Now here's Clark, covered by Ionescu. Pass to Powers. Good on the bucket.
Well, a player that's effective from three-point land. Powers is at home in the paint, pouring that bucket closer in.
Down low. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
Outside Powers. Jonquel Jones with the block.
Well, you see why Jones led the league in blocks in 2019, a ferocious defender with tremendous length.
Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
What a smooth finish.
And that's why they always love seeing her on the end of those breaks.
Now here's Clark. She's got 19. Stolen by Jones. Here's Ionescu. The basket good off the assist from Jonquel Jones.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Indiana again missing. Here's New York now. Ionescu outside. Pass to Jones. From deep. Rebounded by the Fever.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Now here's Ionescu. He's got 11. Connects from three-point range.
An offensive juggernaut. Once Stewart gets a view to fall, you know she's feeling it.
Clark right side. Mitchell outside. Up top Powers. Cloud with the steal. And the ball is tied up. So we'll have a jump ball. Boston outside. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Now here is Stewart. 6 for 6. She's yet to miss from the field.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
Pass to Ionescu. Back to Jones. Good, and Breanna Ionescu gets the dime.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers.
And so it's New York with it. They lead by 17. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot.
The defense really slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
Now here's Clark. 21 points in the game. Mitchell outside. Shoots over Cloud. Rebound New York.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Stewart with the ball. She's guarded by Dantas. Cloud laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
Now here's Powers. Boston inside. Defended by Stewart. The shot by Boston, no good.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well been. She really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly her defense that threw her off there.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
Now here's Dantas. That shot, no good. Ionescu outside. From outside the arc. Here's Stewart. And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a three-point play.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
She's getting her first free throw attempt of the game here.
As a talented scorer and rebounder, Breanna Stewart is a threat on both sides of the ball. But on offense especially, she can really be a nightmare to try and guard.
Good on the triple.
Look, if you give her enough room outside, she's going to take advantage and more often than not knock down that shot.
Here's Johannes. He has 5. Jones outside. Ionescu. The shot's good on the assist by Jonquel Jones.
Well, it looks like that last 3 definitely got Ionescu's attention. She goes to the arc with a purpose and drains the answer.
Here's Clark. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. To the wing on the left. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
They come out of halftime.
Sa mga totoo ako dito, madami pa ako dito. Huwag mo nang hanapin sa iba. Malamig ba? Sige, siglit ako nang bahala magbabaga. Kung gusto mo, sa kalawakan pa tayo gumala. Oras na, mag-alas 4 at mahabay na sa pang-4 na. Dadaling kita sa para lang sa mga nasa ilog. Di ka pwede kung hindi ka namin nakasama ma-zero. Pasensya na kung di mo maintindihan. Pinagdasal nyo pang mawala ni kaso lang ako dito magdami. Ako pero man sariling gamit ko lang to. Ako dito magdami. Ako di papasa lang sa mga totoo. Ako dito madami. Ako pero pansariling gamit ko lang todo. Ako dito madami. Ako di papasa lang sa mga totoo. Ako di dami na ipasa sa akin ng music. Maparespeto, pera at hate. Pagod puyat ng ilang ulit. Nagpahinga't binago ang game. Wala mo ng bagong tropa, just ingat lang, marami dyan snake. Palit ko sa fish yung tropa kung fake. Iwas lang sa tanega, mas safe. Enerhiya i-reserva. Kung negatibo dapat di na siniserva. Minsan na nga rin tumira pero iwan aking letra. Manggaya pag gusto nila bumenta. Pagkapasa pinaikot para ipo-ipo sa garin. Hanggang makarating ka na ibang planeta. Reba, no need pa. Kasi ako dito madami. Ako pero pansariling gamit ko lang todo. Ako dito madami. Ako di papasa lang sa mga totoo. Ako dito madami. Ako pero pansariling gamit ko lang to. Ako dito madami. Ako di papasa lang sa mga totoo. Ako dito madami.
Father God, thank you for guiding me, giving me the strength in my weak times. Dollar, thankful for the struggles, God, that armor real. No, it wasn't only me that made me hard to. Relationships changing, got an awkward feel. But your strength came in my weakness with that cloth revealed. Them late nights I was lonely and full of pain. They say it's pouring when it rains, I'm feeling strange. How I'm dropping 60 but still don't feel like I'm Dame. The devil in my lane, he want the leader of the game. Drop down on my knees, put humility in my posture. A Bible and a vibe, stability in my locker. Playing loyal, but really your weakest partners. This ain't just no I'ma spit up to build a saga. Been worried about my mama, was never on welfare. But it ain't a soul on the globe that's above a health scare. Father God, I ask for grace. If 2 or 3 is in a space, in any given place, you should be felt there. I be feeling judged. Anytime I have a good time, I feel a nudge like.
Now here's Dangerfield.
D right on her. Pass to DeShields. Shoots over Petty. Offline with a baseline jumper.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Now here's Powers. She has 6.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Pulls up.
Hole with the rebound.
Indiana trailing. Here's Sims. Goes up on the stripe, and she gets a jumper to drop.
The in-between space. Sims utilizes it quite well. She attempts lots of two-point jumpers. We just don't see much anymore.
Now here's DeShields.
Petty defending.
Pass to DeShields. And the shot goes down.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Here's Petty. Boston sets a screen.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
One of the tallest in the WNBA today. Boston using that size to get great positioning.
And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Now here's Powers. For the lead. Doesn't go for her. Outside to Shields. Misses and close. They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
And such nice work to hang around and put themselves in this position.
Now here is Sims.
Now Boston.
6 to shoot. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the strike for 2.
Attacking with such strength inside. At that point, it's hard not to foul Leah Boston.
And it's tied up with that one. So both teams making some changes here. And they now lead as the free throw drops for her.
Well, even though Boston has improved her range over the years, her bread and butter is wearing down smaller opponents in the paint.
Now here's the Shields. 6 points for her. Gray with the buckets.
That's one way she can finish, but far from the only way. She's got all types of tricks up her sleeve.
Here's the Fever with the ball. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Clark. Turner, back to Clark. Turner a screen. High post try. Clark can't hit. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Dream out in front, leading by just 2. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And we're set to start up the action in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Atlanta leading. Gray outside. Back to Canada. And there's the foul. It'll go on Clark. That'll be her 2nd foul of the game. The Fever making a switch here. From outside. Boston outside. Pass to Dantas. Back to Boston. Clark. Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
I like when Boston is selfless like this. So good at connecting with open teammates.
Outside to Shields. Hillman. Gray outside to the middle. Canada with the bucket.
What heart. Canada beats the D inside, just wanting it more.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over 1 minute played. A 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Here's Dantas. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time, and offensive glass getting it done.
D-Cot caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Gets it to go from downtown.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Every pass is with purpose, and their last 10 points have come off of assists. Great team basketball on display right now.
Now here's Boston. No good with the layup. And here we go, the Dream on the fast break. Jordan Canada's got room. And again, the Dream score. Here's the Fever with the ball. And here's Clark. Pass to Hole. Back to Clark. And there's the foul. It'll go on Canada. That's foul number 2 for her.
Personal foul. First team foul. In for your legendary number 7, Leticia Amiher.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Wow, it is a huge day on the glass for a player who's, you know what, they're giving up a lot of size to bigger players out there. Very impressive.
Loves to get out and run. DeShields uses her quickness to burn defenders on the fast break.
Well, there's a lot of great athletic families in the WNBA, but the DeShields family is certainly up there.
Well, Diamond, of course, an all-star and champion. Her dad and brother both playing in the big leagues, and her mom, ho-hum, just an all-American track star. I mean, incredible. Can you imagine those backyard basketball games in the DeShields family?
Now here's Clark, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation.
Dream foul. Jordan Kennedy. Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the away team, Clark.
And she makes the first. And that's good as she hits both shots. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Gray. That one doesn't drop.
Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there.
Clark outside. Pass to Hole.
Now here's Boston. Boston sets a screen.
Clark, good on the three-point shot.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here is Canada. Now here's Greiner.
She's guarded by Dantas.
Greiner inside.
Working on Dantas.
A nice shot by Greiner.
Because of Griner's remarkable size and strength, she creates a mismatch against almost every defender.
Here's Clark. Fires from deep. The rebound by Gray.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D's, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
So it's Indiana now. They trail by 7.
Left side Boston. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
Everyone knows that Kelsey Mitchell can score, so the question is, defensively, how do you slow her down? Well, tonight, they've really had no answers.
Now here's Gray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside.
Greiner, good.
She's created some good opportunities for herself and made the most of them.
And it's the Fever ball. Lexi Hole on the wing. Back to Clark. The 3 is up. No luck on that one. Pass break. Here come the Dream. And that one's good. Gray.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the Dream call time here.
And the Dream making a change here. Atlanta leading. Canada with it. Gray outside. Reiner.
She's guarded by Dantas.
Pass to Howard. Now Greiner. Canada. sinks the triple.
Check out the pace Canada plays at. She's got a shot up within moments of getting the ball.
Mitchell outside. Here's the three. Poked loose.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
First personal foul, team's first. Third team foul.
Here's Canada. Pass to Gray. Beyond the arc. The second chance effort. And the layup good by Breanna.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They're having their way down low right now.
And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession.
So close to picking that pass off.
Still a nice play, though, to make sure the pass didn't reach the target.
To Clark. Fires the three.
Since halftime, she's really struggled offensively.
Here's Canada. And Damiris Dantas with the block. Ball's knocked loose. Gray outside. Pulls up for three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Ryan Howard.
A younger player who loves to learn and loves to improve. I don't think it's crazy to say that Gray will be unstoppable when she develops a consistent long ball.
Now here's Boston. Here's Clark. And she hits the jump shot. And Atlanta has possession. They lead by 11. Canada with the bucket.
Well, Howard just sees the floor so well, and the good thing is that over time, her court vision is only going to get better.
Pass to Hole. Back to Mitchell. Picked by Dantas. The tray. Howard with the rebound.
And she's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. And with time running out, I think it's time for her to try something else.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
That just adds to what's probably already an insurmountable lead. I think they'll be leaving here with a win.
Yeah, hard to imagine any other outcome than the one that's staring us right in the face.
Now here's Canada. Not a lot of room. And there's the foul. It'll go on Clark. That's her 4th foul of the contest. The WNBA going with a 40-game slate in 2023, up from 36 the year prior, a new high for a season.
Yeah, more basketball is always great, right? And I just like how the league is expanding the schedule. So when you look at those game weeks, they're a lot more packed.
It's a fantastic move. Listen, I mean, everybody wants to see more games, and that's what we're getting.
Now here's Howard. Up top to Shields. Here's Gray. Soft touch off the glass.
Might as well tack a few more points in the lead, I suppose. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
Dominant is the right word for it, Tim. This one was about as one-sided as it gets.
One-way traffic, jeez.
Sims up top, covered by DeShields. To halt the run. Knocks down the 3-ball.
A key make for Shea Petty. Those threes going in, it changes how you have to defend her.
Pass to Ami here. Gray. Now Howard. Howard's covering. Outside Howard. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Gray, no good. Here's Petty. Off target from 3-point range. Gray outside. So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. And some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
You got to defend your home floor, and they really seem to revel in confidence. This is what they came out to do here.
And that's a wrap, everyone.